Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think, and it's a good thing, that we all developed intellectual relationships with various people, and that is, you trust those kind of people's conclusions, assessments, analysis of events, regardless of the subject. Maybe you have someone who really knows what he's talking about, let's say football. And when he says, well, Mbappe is a crybaby, because you trust that person's ability to, see through, you trust that guy's statement without really having to go in, is it Mbappe really a crybaby? Is he really selfish and so on? So you trust that guy. The same in geopolitics. You maybe have someone who's very knowledgeable, in European history. And he proved that to you many times. After you verify it, you lower your guard. So when that person comes and tells you something, you trust that person without needing to go. It's like someone who already did the intellectual work for you, and he comes with a conclusion. You don't have to do it. You just thank that guy. You trust that guy. So in this case, we have Canada, and I'm going to tell you this person. Why? Because it's in relation to Canada. Here. This is Russia Today. It is from April 4th, 2025. Canada will lead the world. The new prime minister says that. And Ottawa is ready to fill Washington's, and I'm quoting, global economic leadership role. Now, the prime minister of Canada, I think he's delusional. Now, let's go to the person that I was talking about. I pay attention to Canada's internal politics, not much. I would say little. I know kind of who's who, what's what. I read the general rule, but I'm not entrenched in it. But my cousin is. My cousin Bogdan, I trust him. I trust when he says Canada has an inferiority complex with the United States of America. Or I trust him when he says, well, Canada is really playing a delusional role. Like this guy, Canada will lead the world. You must be delusional to think that Canada will lead the world. I'm not saying it can't, but I think the difference between reality and delusion, or whatever the goal is, it's so big that turns into ridiculous. It's like I would tell you, I'm old, right? I'm not as strong, I'm not as this and that. It's like I tell you, you know what? I think I'm preparing for the heavyweight boxing championships. I'm going to be the next world heavyweight. I will beat Alexander Usyk, okay? Really? I mean, how delusional I can be. The problem is this. My cousin told me about this and about that, and I understand. I don't have to verify too much. I trust him. But I have my information as well about Canada. If Canada wants to do that and can do that, that's fantastic. I think it can't. It's just unfortunately, it reveals the new attitude with which you cannot lead the world. And that is if I say it is, that's equal with it is, actually is. So if I say that I am a trumpet, it is. I am a trumpet because I just said it. So saying something equals being one. Obviously, I'm not a trumpet, but that's the way it is. So if I say that I will lead the world, for these guys and the new society, general society that they tried to push on the Canadian people and the American people as well, is we're already there. We are already there. Not will lead. Goes without saying. Without looking at, you are only 41 million people. You are under an invasion. I don't know what the Canadians, 2/3 of Canada, maybe still Canadian. You got the resources. You got the brains. You're going to probably be breaking many provinces pretty soon, because the new guys that show up in your country are not the ones that, oh, Canada. No, they have other allegiances. other way of seeing things. And remember, when these guys are telling us in the United States of America, e pluribus unum, from many one, they talk about a certain kind of stock. They don't tell us about, the aves, the birds, and they tell us about the tigers. They're going to live together. No. The tigers might live with other tigers, let's say a Bengal tiger with a Siberian tiger, but still a tiger. Or if you want, let's get dogs. You can have dogs, different kind of breeds of dogs living together, but you're not going to have most likely a dog and a cat. They can't be, but by definition, they're not really there. Don't give me the special cases. Or let's say a fox and a chicken. The fox will be friendly maybe with a cat, maybe with a dog, go and watch on YouTube, but rarely with a chicken. It could be, but rarely. By the way, they made a study with the foxes. I love foxes very much. Those foxes and the other foxes as well. But let's talk about the foxes, the real foxes. I know. It was a study where they found that a fox, a wild fox, will become tamed, will become like you have a cow, or domesticide, how you call it? That becomes like a cat, in 41 generations or something. It needs at least to become, stay home like a dog, to go around you. 41 generations nowadays. Nevertheless, Canada will lead because they said so. I don't think they will. Why? The attitude. The attitude is wrong. Not that they do not have the potential. They have the potential, but you need a certain attitude. And if you have the attitude of this kind of inclusion that they have nowadays, everybody gets a trophy. We can do it. We do it because I said so. We are because I said so. And it's a lot of, as my cousin would agree, it's a lot of, how should I put it, fake. Unreal. They are not eager to look reality in the face and say, okay, I accept you and I will change the reality in a certain way. That is, I will change my future, my destiny, my fate. No, it's I don't like reality. I ignore reality and I say reality is like this, and it's not. With this, you can't advance. So as long as Canada, as United States of America, changes that attitude and others, Canada will never, never lead the world. The world was not won by being safe, being kind. As I can't believe they use this, but they use it to keep the Canadians in line. You have this beautiful attribute, you're kind. So give me your house. Okay. No, you're dumb as fuck. That's the whole purpose. Oh, the Canadians are kind. We Canadians, remember the other baboon? We Canadians. What we Canadians? We're kind. Okay, give me your wife, give me your money, give me your bank account. Okay. Oh, kind doesn't mean stupid. Well, then don't say you're kind. Say you're smart. Say you're strong. These are the attributes you want. And some down the line, about on the position of 139, you're kind too. But the 138, they don't have kindness in it. All right? They have other attributes. That's why with this attitude, it's like the Romanians, they have this saying coming from the Turks, actually. Capul plecat, which I detest. Capul plecat, sabia nu taie. That is, the bowed head, the sword will not chop. And people are proud. Like, we're sneaky. Avoiding responsibility? Exactly. That means bow and you're going to come from behind. Anyway, this is it. Canada will not, as United States of America. The problem is Canada has like 41 million people. The United States of America has about 330 million people. So it's like a big boat that sinks slow, where it takes longer to sink. Canada, boom, boom. But Canada could revert and turn this quicker, and avoid the iceberg. The problem is the guys in charge of Canada are the same guys in charge of the United States of America, and they hate our civilization. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.